I'm learning how to speak. A friend of mine posted something on his Facebook profile a while back, and I found it very freeing and very challenging at the same time. And now what he said was along the lines of this. He asked the question, would you be willing to change your opinion or your belief on something maybe you've held for a long time or for the whole of your life, if you heard and were convinced of something different? As the scripture says, the one who states his case first seems right until the other comes and examines him. And so I find that kind of challenge, that kind of question very freeing on the one hand, because I realise that I don't know everything, I haven't got everything right, and that everything that I say is prone to error. So I'm open to the idea that things could change in the things I say, but at the same time, it's very challenging because there are things in me that are deeply ingrained. I live my life by a lot of the things that I say. Now, you may know the story of the Japanese soldier from World War II called Hiroo Onoda. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Now, he's the guy, if you don't know the story, he refused to believe that the war was over, the end of the Second World War, and for nearly 30 years he carried on as if he was still at war. He was in an island in the Philippines, and he continued to live as the aggressive occupying force in that land and was at war with the people around him for nearly 30 years, as I say. It wasn't until 1974 when somebody found his commanding officer who then came to that island and said to him, the war's over, that this man finally surrendered. Now, this old soldier held on deeply to a belief and continued to live in that loyalty to his country and its position on the war. And he held on to that belief that he was still at war. But finally, he allowed a person to speak into his life to bring a drastic change. And I think that we could agree is a drastic change for the better for him and for everybody around on that island. And that's a challenge to me. We may think we're right in what we say, but how open are we to being challenged and changed by someone else's words?